All right. Hello. Thank you for coming out tonight. I want to introduce my co-writer, Eric Arzoian. The main leads are Kate, Leonard, who's going to be playing the mayor and a few other parts. Stephen Markow, who's going to be playing Tesla Guy and a few other parts. And Jack Mankiewiecz, who's going to be playing the sheriff and a few other parts. My name is Owen Bates, and this is Whole. Act 1. Exterior, lighthouse, dawn. A lighthouse beams light from a giant rotating lens through the thick purple fog. The foghorn blares twice. Exterior, wharf, dawn. An old man parks his station wagon next to a closed bar with lobster traps piled against the wall. He takes his fishing gear to the edge of the pier and casts his rod off the side. Honk, honk. Headlights cut through the fog. Exterior, road, continuous. A big, roaring chrome bus barrels down the windy coastal road. The driver keeps honking. Insert road sign. Now entering, the bus flies past the sign. Exterior, Main Street, later. The bus rolls up to the curb in a sleepy town. Rats scurry into the gutter. The doors open and tired businessmen climb off with their briefcases.
Hello, investors.
The men gather around a dark-haired, well-dressed young woman. The sash around her chest reads, Mayor.
Who wants some Dunkin'?
She holds up a small Dunkin' Donuts flag and leads the businessmen down the street. Exterior, residential street, continuous. A quiet neighborhood with well-kept lawns and gardens. A paperboy does his rounds skating on a longboard. The old man's station wagon pulls up in front of his house. His old lady comes out to greet him.
Gone fishing.
He whistles as he walks up to kiss her. Her nose turns.
Smell like it, too.
Sniffing himself, the old man goes and opens the back of his car. He holds out his arms wide.
It's a big one.
The old man struggles to get his catch out of the back.
Get a load of this.
He pulls out a gigantic fish, but he's off balance. He stumbles backward and slips on a newspaper. His wife gasps. The old man staggers and trips.
Ah.
He falls out of frame. The fish hits the pavement, mouth open. Title, Whole. Dissolve 2. Interior, modern condo bedroom, continuous. A young man's open mouth, drooling and snoring. Nearby on a messy nightstand, an Amazon Alexa lights up. Angle on wall. A projector starts playing the video of Steve Jobs' original iPhone announcement.
An iPod. A phone. Are you getting it? This is one device. And we are calling it...
The mouth instinctively lip syncs this part.
iPhone.
Tesla guy awakes.
Good morning, Tesla guy.
Tesla guy, already wearing a designer hoodie and sweatpants, opens his phone to check his crypto gains. His phone shuts off.
Fuck!
Tesla guy paws around his nightstand.
Alexa, where's my phone?
I'm sorry, I can't help you with that.
Do I have to do everything myself?
Interior. Interior condo living room, continuous. Tesla guy marches through an expensive apartment filled with Pelotons. He picks up the charger on the kitchen island.
See, was that so hard, Alexa?
Say a command like, play Bruno Mars.
Tesla guy grabs his charger. There's an envelope underneath it that reads, to my ex-fiancée. He opens it. An engagement ring falls in his hand.
Ugh!
Tesla guy screams at the ring.
You think you know me? Fuck you, eat shit.
Tesla guy swallows the ring. He immediately calms down when the bad thing is gone. Tesla guy takes a deep breath.
I gotta drive.
Interior garage, later. The garage is empty except for a red Tesla S and some teenage skaters wiping out. Tesla guy beeps his car and gets in. Exterior, condo building, moments later. Tesla guy rides out into the street from a sleek all-glass condo building, the tallest thing for miles. Interior, Tesla, moments later. The car drives itself. Insert console screen. Tesla guy opens the Waze app and scans for alerts to set. An exterminator's van, called the Rat Men, drives normally in front of him. Tesla guy honks.
Traffic.
Tesla guy hits a button and a cha-ching sound plays.
2 Waze coins.
Next, He drives past a parked police cruiser.
Speed trap.
Cha-ching!
6 coins. Sweet.
An e-scooter cuts in front of him. Tesla guy honks hard at him. The scooter driver gets off and leaves the scooter in the middle of the street.
Road hazard detected ahead. Rerouting.
The Tesla turns sharply. Tesla guy jostles up. He spies something through the milky vape haze and adds a new Waze entry. Hole. Cha-ching!
10,000 Waze coins. Shit.
Big balloon burst alert. Congratulations, Tesla guy. You are now the king of Waze.
Waze king. Fuck you.
Exterior road continuous. Tesla drives down the main street. Match cut to a slide. The same view of the main street. Interior meeting hall continuous. Click. Slide change. A high school football field. Click. The Hotel Palais. Click. A sewage plant. The mayor stands in front of a projection screen.
Whether it's our award-winning high school football, the glitz and glamour of our award-winning Hotel Palais, or the sewage plant that won Best Sewage 3 years running, this is only a glimpse of what our town has to offer. Thank you.
Applause. Lights come on in a Freemason-like meeting hall with purple carpet and gold drapery. Investors nod and talk to each other excitedly.
Any questions?
A big man raises his hand, holding out a Dunkin' Donuts hole. His lanyard says, Head Investor.
Yes, one question. Where do we sign?
Big laughs.
We'll save that for tonight at the Hotel Palais over champagne and hors d'oeuvres.
Ooh.
First, though, I want to thank the Lens Crafters for hosting this meeting.
The lens crafter's lodge master, in a ceremonial apron, sits in an optometrist chair on stage, his face behind the lens machine. He smiles and waves. Investors start banging the table in approval. The banging rattles a large portrait above the lodge master. Insert portrait. A black and white photo of a wide-eyed, ghoulish couple from the 1930s. The man wears a white suit, the same ceremonial apron as the late lodge master, and the woman wears a white puffy tulle dress. Both have medals on their chests. A brass nameplate says, Ascended Power Couple, Evelyn and Shevelyn Defraud. Back to scene. Bang, bang, bang. Meanwhile, another investor hands the head investor a slip of paper, which he tucks in his pocket. Exterior, motel, later. The head investor stands outside a motel room, looking at the same slip of paper. A printout taped to the door says, Please don't fuck my wife. Binoculars, point of view. We see the head investor from a distance. He knocks on the door. The door opens and the head investor goes inside. Interior, police cruiser, continuous. The town sheriff, a pent-up clown with wraparound sunglasses on his head, sits in his police cruiser. He puts down his binoculars and huffs. He huffs again and puts up his binoculars. Binocular point of view. Through the window, the head investor takes off his shirt. He opens the door and hangs his lanyard on the doorknob. A woman's arm off-screen draws the curtains closed. The sheriff throws his binoculars on the dashboard. He closes his eyes. We hear a thump, thump, thump.
Oh, yeah.
The sheriff is rubbing his hand up and down the shaft of his service pistol, resting between his legs.
Yeah.
The car rocks back and forth.
I'm a baby.
Bang, bang, bang. The teenage skaters bang on the car with their boards.
Cop.
Startled, the sheriff's sunglasses fall back on his nose. He fumbles his gun in his lap and flicks the siren on and off.
Step up. Step out of the vehicle.
Yo, man, it's a cuck cop.
Go to school.
See you later, cop.
I am not a cock.
The skaters leave, catching a ride. The skaters leave, catching a ride by hanging onto the back of a passing vehicle, the exterminator's van from before. The sheriff pretend blasts them with his gun. Crackle on the police radio.
Calling sheriff.
Sheriff here.
We've got a disappearance. You better check it out.
Exterior, residential street, later. The cruiser runs up on the curb in front of the same house of the old man and the old lady. The sheriff gets out and meets the deputy at the door.
The old lady reported her husband missing this morning.
Interior, house, continuous. The old lady sits on a plastic-covered couch, staring aimlessly. The sheriff approaches.
Ma'am, it's me, the sheriff. I want you to tell me everything that happened.
She goes to the mantelpiece and picks up a picture of her husband ice fishing, kneeling with a big catch next to a small ice hole.
Now that's a big one.
Oh.
If you want to hold your husband again, you need to help me get the facts straight, ma'am. Do you know where he could have gone? Meeting an old fishing buddy? Maybe he's sleeping.
Hole.
Hole? Do I have beeswax in my ears? Sounds like she said hole.
She snaps her fingers towards the window.
Hole!
The sheriff looks through the window. His eyes widen. Exterior residential street, moments later. He runs out with the deputy.
Get me a perimeter around that hole. Now!
The deputy starts unwinding police tape as the sheriff goes up to the hole and cocks his gun at it. Dissolved to montage. The sun is setting over the ocean. Parents are calling their children in for dinner. A high school football field where floodlights turn on for the big homecoming game. Main Street filled with festive high schoolers headed towards the stadium. And finally, the ornate Hotel Palais. The maitre d' is directing the final preparations for the big event. Interior, Hotel Palais, lobby, night. The first guests in tuxedos and ball gowns enter. They walk into a gilded lobby with waiters offering champagne and hors d'oeuvres. The mayor greets them.
Welcome. I love your wallet.
Exterior, Hotel Palais, continuous. The sheriff races up to the lobby doors, but the maitre d' stops him.
Cucks go around back.
I am not a cuck.
Interior, Hotel Palais, moments later. The sheriff approaches the mayor.
Ma'am?
What?
I have reason to believe there's a hole in this town.
A hole?
A H-O-L-E hole. Yes, ma'am.
The only a-hole I see here is you.
The sheriff gets a sexual shiver from this.
Whatever's going on, keep it away from the investors. Got it?
Got it.
The sheriff cocks his gun.
Stop that. You're a child.
He shivers again. Exterior, football field, night. Cheerleaders lead the crowd in a chant. The ref whistles. Our quarterback gets the ball and throws to the wide receiver. The wide receiver makes a touchdown. They're tied with Holy Cross Papal Bulls with 1 second left on the clock. Coach calls a huddle.
It all comes down to you.
Coach thrusts the ball to the shortest player, the kicker. Exterior football field, moments later. The top cheerleader rallies the crowd.
Kicker, he's our man. If he can't kick him, no one can.
The kicker draws back. Silence on the field. He runs. He kicks. It's good. They win. Students rush the field and lift the kicker up. Cut to platform in the middle of the field. The principal crowns the kicker and the top cheerleader.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present you your homecoming king and queen.
Exterior football field parking lot. Later, students bustle out. The homecoming king and queen, wearing their crown tiara, get in the king's convertible. They start necking. Tesla guy pulls up next to them. He rolls down his window and a cloud of vape smoke comes out. Tesla guy's head is barely visible.
Who are you?
I'm the homecoming king.
I'm the Ways King.
Can't you tell I'm a little busy?
Tesla guy vapes some thick cotton in their faces.
At Tesla guy on Ways.
Tesla guy wheels off.
Babe, let's get out of here.
He starts the car and begins to back up. She stops him.
Aren't you going to use Waze?
Not if that geek has anything to do with it.
The homecoming king pulls out into the road. Tesla guy trails them in his car. Interior convertible later. The homecoming king swerves on the dark and foggy road. Tesla guy's headlights follow them, unnerving the queen.
Babe, I got this.
Exterior whole street, continuous. The sheriff pulls up near the hole. He sees the convertible heading towards him and gets out, waving frantically. Interior convertible, continuous.
Look. 1, 2, 3.
Cut,
Cop.
They laugh and start making out. The car tips over and falls out of frame. The car disappears down the hole. The sheriff can't believe his eyes. Tesla guy stops and rolls down his window. A plume of vape smoke comes out. He punches something into his console.
No.
Cha-ching! Tesla guy rolls up the window and cruises away. Interior, hotel ballroom, continuous. The mayor holds a mic on a glitzy stage in front of a jazz band in tuxedos. The room is full of investors and their spouses sitting at fancy tables.
As someone who comes from a long line of mayors, ever since I was a girl, it's been my dream to close a really big deal.
An investor's wife turns to her husband and yawns.
Why don't we leave now and beat traffic?
No reply from her husband. She pulls up Waze on her phone.
Enough of my yammering on. Who's ready to sign?
The mayor unveils an oversized check on an easel and hands the head investor an oversized pen to sign it with. Right as he's about to ink the deal, the investor husband stands up.
The app my wife uses to avoid traffic says 2 people just fell in a hole?
Hole? There can't be a hole.
Hole claims homecoming king and queen.
More like hole coming.
You never said anything about.
Another investor scurries back from his chair, bumping into a table.
Hold on, hold on.
Hole on me. There's a hole on me. I swear I just saw a hole.
I am a hole.
There are no holes in the ballroom, but a full-blown panic has set in. End of Act 1. Act 2. Interior Hotel Palais front desk, next day. Investors rush to check out. The head investor is trying to reach the front desk, but the mayor clings to his legs. Angle on TV above front desk.
This may look like an ordinary, everyday town, but behind me is the site of what some residents are calling a hole.
The deputy appears on screen carrying a large plywood board. He lowers the board over the hole.
A local law enforcement officer, apparently not a cuck, seems to be placing a large plywood board over the hole.
Bystanders walk towards it.
The board is over the hole. Bystanders are approaching the board, perhaps to check if the hole is gone.
One brave bystander, to gasps, steps onto the board. Carefully, he creeps to the middle. The bystander smiles and waves and starts jumping up and down.
It appears as if the hole really is gone.
In the lobby, the head investor looks up at the television screen, holding his room key suspended in midair between him and the desk clerk. The mayor sighs with relief. Back on TV, the board cracks and shatters. The bystander falls in the hole. The mayor runs behind the front desk and shuts off the TV. The head investor walks off with an overflowing, hastily packed suitcase.
Wait!
The mayor runs around but is blocked by a bellboy with a luggage cart. The chrome coach bus from before pulls up. Investors climb on, including the head investor, and the bus drives away. The mayor collapses in an armchair. Everything is very quiet. Clop, clop, clop. The heels of brown dress shoes echo in the room and stop before the mayor.
All is not lost for our mayor.
The mayor looks up to see a European man wearing a gray suit and black Ray-Bans. His silver hair is slicked back. She leans her head against him and he soothes her.
We will take back the narrative.
Exterior, Main Street, day. A poster on a community board. Town hall tonight. Hole? What hole? Mayor addresses the rumors. Tesla guy strolls past the poster while consuming a Subway sandwich and an orange Julius. He walks up to his car, but the skaters skate up and block him.
Yo, you look like Tesla guy.
I am Tesla guy.
That's the Waze King, yo. He put the hole on Waze.
Oh, I love your work, calling out that whack-ass hole. Damn.
You're a good man.
Yeah.
Yo, consider this. What if you sold all the swag we got you at the town hall tonight?
The first skater holds up a box of Waze King t-shirts and swag.
That shit's gonna be lit. People bugging over this hole.
That shit would sell, broski.
Okay.
Mad dope. All right, peace out, Tesla guy.
The first skater puts the box in Tesla guy's hands. Then they skate away. Tesla guy walks to the trunk.
Alexa, open trunk.
The trunk opens. Tesla guy drops the box inside and spills his food all over it. Exterior, high school auditorium, night. Angry townspeople spill out of the doors. Interior, high school auditorium, continuous. The mayor walks up to the podium with the sheriff by her side.
Can I get everyone's attention?
How about you get rid of that hole?
There is no hole.
There is to a hole.
Loud agreement.
Perhaps you're referring to the bowl.
Murmuring.
I'll let Dr. Suez, director of the sewage plant, explain.
Dr. Suez, the same European man as before, walks up to the microphone.
Bowls are often confused with holes. Holes go all the way down. Bowls only go down a little bit. Until we know more scientifically, we will continue to classify this area as a bowl.
I've been around bowls my whole life. And that ain't no bowl. That's a hole.
This is not normal.
Townspeople erupt. Exterior, City Hall, continuous. A Tesla pulls up with the decals on the side and a sign on top. At Tesla Guy, aka the Waze King. Get your at Tesla Guy swag. Meet the first person to put the hole on Waze. Tesla Guy gets out wearing a at Tesla Guy bowed out to the Waze King t-shirt. He carries a large box inside. Interior, City Hall, moments later. The mayor tries in vain to restore order. Tesla Guy marches in with his box of merch.
I'm sorry, am I crazy?
Everyone's attention turns to him. He gets up on stage.
Sir, I invite you to sit down. Sheriff.
The sheriff sits down obediently.
You must be tired of City Hall sitting on their ass while you and me fall in the hole.
Townspeople nod in agreement.
You probably know me as @Tesla Guy, the Waze King.
Right. I remember when he first put the hole on Waze. Let's listen to what he has to say.
If I can put the hole on the map, I can wipe it off the map.
The crowd cheers.
Order. This is my town.
Together, we can clean up this hole and bring back democracy. And how about even a little common sense? I have t-shirts for sale.
The crowd clamors, rushing toward him with cash in hand.
Follow me.
Exterior sewage plant later. Dr. Suez leads the mayor into the dark sewage plant. It's built like a castle on a hill overlooking the town. Interior sewage plant continuous. Dr. Suez goes past vats and pumps.
I've been working on a creation I want to show you.
Dr. Suez shines a flashlight on some massive thing draped in cloth. He pulls the cloth off to reveal a robot with a taser and a billy club for hands. Dr. Suez feeds the robot something brown and it powers on.
Say hello to our friend, the mayor.
Hello, Mayor. I am Smart Cop.
Exterior town hall later. The townspeople are trickling out of the town hall wearing their new Tesla Guy t-shirts. The Tesla Guy himself is closely followed by two rat men in ill-fitting suits.
Hey, really liked your messaging.
Tesla Guy holds out his palm. Rat Man 1 uncertainly puts $20 in his hand, and Tesla Guy hands him a shirt.
Are you on Twitch? YouTube? Come on, you gotta be on one.
I'm on Waze. I'm not trying to dilute my clout score.
Tesla Guy pulls out his phone and shows how popular he is. #1 on Waze.
But you can't stream on Waze, and we need you to stream.
Yes, there are lots of like-minded intellectuals out there who would love to connect.
Ratman 2 winks.
And they are on various platforms very similar to Waze.
You can become very famous, you know. Bigger than Waze.
Bigger than Waze?
Here, let me see your phone.
Tesla Guy hands his phone to the Rat Man, who installs a variety of apps.
Set you up nice and good.
Tesla Guy looks down at his phone. His username is now @official_Tesla Guy.
It's time to show the mayor who really runs this town.
Who's that?
Tesla Guy looks up. The Rat Men are gone, or were they ever really there? Interior, Tesla Guy's apartment, night. Tesla Guy cycles on one of his Pelotons.
Alexa, tweet hole.
His eyes are glued to his Peloton screen. Angle on Peloton screen. @official_Tesla Guy's tweet racks up retweets and likes.
Alexa, tweet, do I have to do everything in this town? #hole.
More comments on screen. Yes, thank you.
Hey, Alexa, comment under Mayor's most recent post. I'm coming for you. #whole truth.
Cut to. Interior Tesla Guy's apartment, morning. A bunch of strangers are on his Pelotons, wearing Tesla Guy shirts. They look like they have a new purpose in life. On the screen, they're watching Tesla Guy. Close on the Twitch stream for Tesla Guy's show, Think Different with official Tesla Guy. He has a full streaming setup, light up gaming chair, etc. His screen shows 10,000 subs.
Hey guys, what's up? The official Tesla Guy here. I have something big in the works. Dude, Ratman, thank you for 50 subs. I can't talk about it just yet.
Tesla Guy gets really pissed off thinking about this.
But you guys are going to be so stoked.
Exterior, whole street, day. The sheriff and the deputy sit in a police cruiser.
This is 88.0 WHOL. Don't touch that dial.
I Shot the Sheriff by Eric Clapton plays on the radio. The deputy points out someone who's staring at the hole in a weird way. It's a neighbor walking her dog. She looks tired, very tired. The dog is whimpering. How long has she been there, staring at the hole? The sheriff honks.
Go to bed.
Close on the neighbor's face. Her muscles twitch. She drops the leash. Suddenly,
I must fall in the hole.
the neighbor runs as fast as she can towards the hole. The sheriff and the deputy scramble out of the car, but it's too late. She trips and falls off screen. Or does she? Angle on Smart Cop, holding the neighbor.
I will protect you.
The neighbor flails and wails against Smart Cop. Cut to, the mayor, Dr. Suez, and Smart Cop face the sheriff and deputy.
Sheriff, meet Smart Cop.
Smart Cop is the modern law enforcement officer. He's equipped with the latest police technology. Smart Cop, demonstrate.
You are assaulting an officer of the law.
Smart Cop raises its billy club and whacks the raving neighbor unconscious. Smart Cop zip ties her and powers down.
Smart Cop is the smart choice for towns lacking a strong grasp of authority.
Sheriff, until this situation is under control, you report to Smart Cop.
What's that supposed to mean? You feed it chewing tobacco for fuel.
The skaters approached.
Let's loiter here.
Feed it chew, now!
The sheriff takes some chew from his pocket and gives it to the Smart Cop. The Smart Cop powers on and approaches the skaters.
Kids, stay away from the hole.
Whoa, I didn't even see that hole.
Could have been a total wipeout.
Thanks, Smart Cop.
Draft dodgers.
Smart Cop's for real. Let's scram.
The skaters skate away.
Smart Cops for real. Sheriffs for real.
Wind picks up and the sky darkens. An indistinct chatter and rumble grows from the distance. Everyone looks down the street. A single word gets louder. Hole, 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 hole. Anger on massive protesters led by Tesla guy in his car. Hole, 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 hole.
Oh.
End of Act 2. Act 3. Exterior, Whole Street. Moments later, the townspeople, all wearing Tesla Guy shirts, walk towards the hole in a huge demonstration, spirits high. They wave signs like, resist hole, humans are greater than whole, je suis whole, and whole no. A big banner says, People's March on Whole, and underneath it, exclusively on TeslaGuy.tv. Tesla Guy stands through the sunroof of his self-driving car, flanked by obvious models hired as protesters. One of them holds up a boombox playing Freedom 90 by George Michael. The protesters surround the hole.
Friends, patriots, Patreon donors, we're here today in front of the world to demand whole justice once and for all.
The crowd cheers and gets closer to Smart Cop. Smart Cop point of view. Smart Cop scans the faces in the crowd.
Who does the mayor really work for? The people or the whole?
Tesla Guy shouts at the mayor.
Whole's side are you on?
The crowd goes wild, chanting, hole, hole, hole. An Antifa in all black throws a Molotov cocktail at Smart Cop, lighting it on fire. Smart Cop body cam. Smart Cop locks onto the Antifa. Antifa detected. Flashing alert. Restore order. Smart Cop raises its billy club and taser. It spits out its chew in the Antifa's face.
You are assaulting an officer of the law.
Smart Cop swings and tases the crowd indiscriminately.
Hippie scum, show me your ID.
Chaos. Fistfights break out between protesters. Smart Cop releases tear gas. Tesla Guy hides in his car. The mayor, blinded and coughing, stumbles through the crowd. A white, dreadlocked vegan jumps on Smart Cop and pours a bucket of fake blood on him. Smart Cop drops the vegan in the hole.
I will protect you.
The sheriff points his gun at the crowd running by him.
I'll blow you away.
No one pays attention to him. He swings wildly around, pointing the gun at the mayor. The sheriff does the biggest sexual shiver yet and drops his gun on the ground. A shot rings out through the air. Silence. The mayor shouts.
Enough! Look, everyone, I'll say it.
Everyone leans forward.
Hole! Hole, hole, hole!
She said hole.
This is big.
Interior, Tesla, continuous. Tesla Guy is almost catatonic from vaping.
Call from the Ratman.
The Ratman show up in video chat on Tesla's console.
Pay attention. You're losing subs.
We need content.
You're losing clout.
A rush of adrenaline hits Tesla Guy. Exterior, Whole Street, continuous.
I'll do whatever you want.
Hey, you're the mayor. You tell us what to do.
First things first, don't fall in the hole.
Interior, Tesla, continuous.
Alexa, fallen hole.
Exterior, Whole Street, continuous. The Tesla drives straight towards the hole, rips past the police barricades, and stops. Everyone is silent. The hole is gone. Smart Cop rolls up to the Tesla and beats the car with its billy club. The Tesla explodes. Fade 2. Exterior, bay, dusk. Fishing boat on the water. The fisherman reels in his lobster trap before a storm rolls in. The lobsters snap at each other inside. Exterior, wharf, night. Lightning and heavy rain. Nearby lobster boats are docked at the pier. The bar is lively, though. The neon sign above the door is lit up. Lobsterman's. Interior, bar, continuous. Fishermen sit at wooden tables, eating lobster and drinking beer. Drip, drip. Water from the ceiling collects in a bucket behind the bar. Angle on TV above the bar. News footage of the deputy putting Tesla guy with singed hair in a police cruiser.
Tesla guy, can you tell us what we saw out there?
I did it for the clout. I do everything for the clout. You will never see me do something not for the clout. That is the only way I operate.
No more questions, please.
The bartender turns to two drunk guys at the bar, hiccup and burp.
What I want to know is, where'd that hole go?
Give me that globe.
The bartender hands him a globe.
Holes go down, right? Let's say it went all the way down, okay? So, we're here.
Burp points to one side of the globe.
So that means the hole would go all the way to...
Burp spins the globe. His finger lands on big red china.
The real buddy's in holes.
The room grows too quiet.
Well, no holes here. Closing time.
The bartender rings a brass bell. Burp burps his biggest burp so far and gets up to leave. Exterior, bar, later. Burp starts up his car and pulls out, turning past railroad tracks. Exterior road, later. He drives past the main street and parks in front of the LensCrafters Lodge. Interior, hallway, meeting hall. Moments later. Burp ties a ceremonial apron around his waist. He opens the door and walks into the candlelit hall with LensCrafter brothers on benches flanking both sides. On stage, under the portrait of the ascended power couple, is the old lady whose husband fell in the hole. She's dressed exactly like the woman in the portrait. The old lady steps up to an altar and the room goes silent. She puts on glasses and the rest do the same. The old lady recites the following lines in a reedy monotone while the whole lodge joins in.
I am the LensCrafter, correcting all men's sight. Divine vision lifts men to the 20th ray of the 20th ban. I am the LensCrafter, correcting all men's sight. Divine vision lifts me to the 20th ray of the 20th ban. I am the LensCrafter, correcting all men's sight. Divine vision lifts me to the 20th ray of the 20th ban.
Breath. The old lady speaks alone.
Convex and concave, pillars of refraction, raise us now.
She turns on a slide projector. Click. Projected on the screen are blueprints for Hole 2. The LensCrafters bang, 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 bang their chairs in excitement. End of script. Thank you very much for watching our table read and for listening to this and coming out tonight. We're going to do a, well, actually, a friend of mine, Emmett Stackelberg, is going to DJ. He has a DJ named Thickness the Conductor. So DJ Thickness the Conductor is going to DJ. So please stick around. We're just going to hang out and chat. And I'm very, very curious to hear what you guys have to say. What happens next in Hole? Yeah. Oh yeah. Do you have any questions? Yes.
How big was the hole?
It's not too big or too small, but to really answer the question, it fits it fits perfectly on a street between on a residential street.
But at least Tesla size.
Yes, it can fit at least one Tesla, or convertible. Yeah.
Owen, what are your inspirations for Hole?
So there's a lot. Okay, so when people, I would say that Hole is kind of like Twin Peaks meets Tesla. Meets South Park. But there are a lot of things. There are a lot of things that I've been reading for it. Like the first show that inspired the whole thing was called Fortitude, which is on ITV, and it's about a town in the Arctic where there's a mayor who's trying to, start a big hotel project, but there's a spooky disease that's turning people into zombies or something like this. So that was the first inspiration for the show. All right, thank you.